I had a dream that I was at my mama's house, and I walked out. When I walked out the door, some nigga ran up, shot, boom, boom. So I had goddamn ran back in the house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I laid on the bed. I was bleeding and shit. My mama ran in the room and she looked at me. Then I woke up. And when I woke up, I went in the bathroom, I had my shirt off. And I had them same marks where I got shot at in my dream, I had them on my chest. So it kind of fucked with me. It was like symbolism, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you need to slow your ass down, you know what I'm saying? 12. Matter of fact, I tell you how I got named 12. Nigga got down. It's a mix between a lot of shit. Like when I was 12, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got down. I grew up like everybody I kicked it with, like 4, 5 years older than me, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't kicking it with like the average 12-year-old niggas. I was kicking it with like 16, 17 or whatever. So shit, whenever we used to go places or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bitches, they used to want to holler at me. Female want to talk to me and shit. And my cousin, you know what I'm saying, Pelt used to throw that shit out all the time. He'd be like, oh, that nigga 12, you know what I'm saying? And shit, my birthday is in the summertime. So once I turned 12, it was a long time before I was finna turn 13. So you know what I'm saying? The whole time we doing all this shit, everything the nigga said, oh, that nigga 12, that nigga 12, that nigga 12. So shit, that one thing, and then, you know what I'm saying, when I got down, when I was like 11 and 12, I cooked dope. That was my first time cooking dope, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, whatever, I ain't gonna get into all that, you know what I'm saying? Some things, you know what I'm saying, you just left unsaid, you leave unsaid, so, you know, but I was cooking dope when I was 11 and 12. And shit, I was a motherfucking chef in that bit, in the kitchen. They got damn water with me. The house that we in right now, it's my residence, where I lived at from the age of, what, 13 till I graduated high school, which was, I was 17 when I graduated high school. So from 13 to 17, that's where I lived at. Prior to that, when I was young, you know what I'm saying, we used to stay with my grandma a lot. We used to stay on the east side because my dad, he was in the Marines, retired military. He was stationed down here. So little base housing and stuff over there on the east side. Well, back then it was on the east side, right by Fifth Ward, Comida Beach and all that. And that's where we used to live at. So like, you know what I'm saying, mom and daddy used to work a lot, boom. They did what they had to do, whatever. Of course, as a child, when you like 4, 5 years old, you ain't watching yourself or nothing. And so the majority of the time, I spent growing up with the rest of my cousins and stuff in the sand dunes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we was all like one big happy family. If I went in the sand dunes, I was over there at my grandma's house or whatever. So, I mean, that's how it came up, just going from one end to the other end. And that's why I say it's easy for me to transition from, you know what I'm saying, I can get love in the country club in Doublegate, or I can go in the hood on whatever side of town and kick it, because that's what I grew up. I grew up around that, but I live here. You know what I'm saying? I can go here, but I can go there. I can do this, I can do that. And I'm not accustomed to one set thing. Like, my mind is broad. My mindset, my perspective on life is totally different from the average person that's from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to everybody. Summertime. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody go to no summer camps, none of that shit there. Get around here. In the dunes, boy. When we were little, man, that's what we used to do. We like the whole neighborhood, right? We'd play football and shit. See, this the house right here on the corner. See that window right there? That's the window to the kitchen. Probably ain't even finna go knock on these folks though. That was the window to the kitchen, right? That was auntie said on ice cream. Kool-Aid cups. Them frozen Kool-Aid cups in the summer. That shit right there. 3404. It was out there. But this right here, this ain't even my neighborhood. Like, I ain't live here, I just used to be here a lot. So, you know what I'm saying, growing up, I guess you could say I was a sand dune boy. Live from the east side. But I ain't no east side nigga though, you know what I'm saying? I'm just an outfitter nigga. Just get that out in the open, you know what I'm saying? For somebody to be like, oh man, that nigga ain't from the east side, man. I'm an outbit nigga, man. I can kick it anyway. Ain't nothing neighborhood I can't go with. The truth be told. Well, growing up, man, I just really paid attention. I was very observant, you know what I'm saying? And I took everything, whether it was a dream or somebody telling me something, I absorbed all that shit and I applied that shit. I kind of used that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just staying out here, because I was pulled out of that environment and then I was put back into that environment. Most people, they only live in that environment. When they open their front door, when they go to sleep, it's the same thing, constant. But I didn't have to deal with that totally every day. I tried to sell a little weed here and there just because I liked the money. By no means, I had no reason. You know what I'm saying? I ain't struggled. I didn't need for shit growing up, you know what I'm saying? My mom and daddy was well off, you know. And that shit, of course, that created my character or whatever. So shit, once a nigga got a little older and shit, wanted to make a little money or whatever, that was the first thing that came to mind, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn hustle, shit. I had to hustle. I had my little boy, I got my baby mama pregnant. I was 14 years old, I got my baby mama pregnant. So shit, you know, at the age of 14, you can't get no legal job. So shit, the only way I knew how to feed my son was to hustle. And my baby mama would tell you, man, I was a hustling ass nigga, I can get it. However, you know what I'm saying, whatever it took to get it, that's how I got it. And shit, dope was just the best way. I ain't glorifying the shit. I ain't trying to make the shit seem like it cool or whatever. Nigga gotta do what they gotta do when they do it, you know what I'm saying? However you make your money, how you make your money and shit. That's what I did. About 7 of my other cousins, you know what I'm saying? We all used to be in one house. You know what I'm saying? And really, man, when you got all them kids and stuff, you don't see that. Man, you know, niggas ain't got doggone, ain't got all the toys that they want. Stuff on the flat screen TV, you know what I'm saying? Chill, boom, boom, boom. A couple hours later, I'm with my cousin over there. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm with my partner kicking it off in the hood or whatever. And I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's just how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? My story is my story. I can't speak for you. I can't speak for him. I can't speak for her, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can do is tell you my story. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to my story because I done did so much shit. And I did so many things that apply to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby when I was 14. I got my baby mama pregnant. I sold dope. I got in the game. Did all that. Everybody done did that. Aside from the negative of me, you know what I'm saying, me having a child at a young age, that's a negative and a positive. It's positive because having my son took me away from a lot of the stuff that I was doing and turned my focus on him. In turn, I did sell dope to provide for him, but at the same time, it took me away from the other things that I was doing, you know what I'm saying, like recklessness that I was doing, running around in the street thugging for no reason. It took me away from that, and it put my focus on providing for my son. So everything that I did from that day forward was in thoughts of my son. Like, oh, I don't want to do that because I might mess up my life. I can't provide for him, or I don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, aside from the negative, it also brought in the positive aspect, you know what I'm saying? I graduated high school on time. I graduated with a diploma and everything. And around that time that I graduated, they had started doing this little roundup. They built APD built the gang task force or whatever. And when that happened, they took down a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my peers or whatever. A lot of my peers had got jammed up behind a lot of that stuff. And we talking about young niggas like 17, 18 getting 10-year bid, 15-year bid, 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? And when I seen that, I was like, I got to do something to remove myself. You know what I'm saying? If not remove myself, elevate myself beyond that. And what I did.